9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm live. Good evening, Cynthia here again from Sabah, Malaysia. How are you all today? I hope you all have a great day. Today is already Thursday, and which means that it's the fourth day of my 10 days go live. Time passed so fast, right? I still remember the first day I was like so struggling and nervous and all that. And suddenly now it's already the fourth day, and tomorrow is the fifth day. And okay, I hope you all have a great day today. For our side here, today's weather was a little bit too hot in KK here, and it's actually it was raining a little bit actually, but then suddenly when it comes to the afternoon part, it's suddenly very shiny and bright, and it's really scorching hot. So I hope you all on the other side of the world, you all have a great weather, right? And yeah, I would like to also say thank you very much for all of you who actually watch my live and also watch my replay on the last 3 days series. As I've received so much comment and love, and thank you so much for all the support. It really means a lot. And I hope that I have been informative and been able to entertain you all as well, so that you all get to know a little bit more about me and also this community. And yeah, today is the fourth day, as I say. Our topic today is actually what is the possibilities of working online. Um, I would say perhaps I would start from when I lost my job during the pandemic. That's how I got into this possibility. Okay, it actually happened during the pandemic. The total lockdown in Malaysia was actually March 2020, and at that time, all of us, we have a total lockdown, so we can't go out to work and all that. And I actually get laid off quite later of the year, which is if I still remember it was November 2020. I got a call from my boss to go back to the office because at that time we can actually go back to the office, but on half day work only. So he actually made the announcement and also informed me. And of course, it was shocking and unexpected. As I've already mentioned, also, right, I was there for 18 years already, and this is totally an unexpected shock to me. But well, I mean, if decision has already made by the employer, I guess I got no choice, and also I just just take the letter, and yeah, uh, because as I said, I also don't have any backup plans or any plan B at that time. Really, no backup plan at all because I never thought that that day would come. Uh, so the first thing that came to my mind when I realized that the following month I will have no more salary, no more income. What am I going to do with all those installments and repayments and bills coming in? The first thing that got to my mind was I can bake. Baking was actually a hobby turned profession for me actually now. So what I got into my mind was that okay, I have to start maybe baking at home, even though I don't have a shop or whatever, but I can start to bake and advertise it in Facebook because in Facebook I do have a baking a business page under my baking because every now and then through friends introducing, right? I have actually customers who ordered cakes and pastries from me on and off, but not really into business. Like it's just occasional that kind of thing. But during that time, I really turn it into a business because I have no choice. And my husband's, like I said, his restaurants also closed down. So he is good in cooking, and I am good in baking. So the two of us, we thought of like, okay, perhaps we start something, home bake, and we just sell whatever we can and do deliveries because at that time during the lockdown, people can't go out and buy food and all that. So it's limited. They can't sit in the restaurants and all that. So what we do is that we do deliveries, right? So that's what I did. But the thing is, seasonal baking, home baking, this kind of things, during that time, yes, the business was really good. Every week we kind of hit, you know, unexpected, I can really cover all my repayments and bills and everything and still, have extras. But then, when slowly, as time goes by, it becomes very, how you say, um, not fixed anymore. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. So sometimes it's just nice that we can barely pay off everything and left just a little bit, for the month. So then, I thought to myself, I have to come up with something besides this. I have to find another side hustle that I can look into because um, baking is really seasonal. Sometimes, like there's occasion like Mother's Day, Valentine's, and all that. Then yes, business is good, but on normal occasions, like weekly and all that, slowly, when people goes back to work, and then they can sit in the restaurants and all that, business becomes slowing down already because people can really go out and eat already. So they don't need this kind of deliveries and all that, only occasional. That's when I really dig into what I want to do. And in my mind, I typically know that I want to do something online because why? Most of my time, even me myself, I sit in front of my computer or my handphone, right? And scrolling, on those Taobao, Shopee, Lazada, and all these things. Every now and then, even though sometimes not buying, but it's fun to just scroll, like that. So I was thinking, if these people on this business can make so much money, instead of me being a consumer, why not I be, the seller, But then I did look into like Shopify and also those drop shipping and all that. But it's not really that easy because you have to set up the store, you have to do all those like banners and funnels and all these things by yourself. Although yes, some of them they come in a package where you pay, and then there will be some trainings and guidelines for you. But on a certain period, like for instance 6 months or 3 months guidance, after that you're actually on your own. If you need special guidance, you have to join their sort of like premium club and all that, where you get a community of support and all that. And sometimes even all these drop shipping things, it's really quite a hassle. You have to do a lot of background work, and then you don't have to really sit in the computer there and monitor. It's not as easy. So I'm actually, very grateful that I saw this online business through my gym buddy, actually, my gym buddy. She is now my mentor, Rebecca. I saw her posting in her Facebook, and that's when I got to know about this business. So once I joined in, right, I mean, definitely for all of us, when we come to things that is online, we are always skeptical because online world is really sometimes very scary, especially for people like us who are non-tech savvy and you don't know where to go, if things arises, if problems arise and all that, right? So, but when I saw this business after watching the 90 minutes webinar, I that my desire to start and also to change myself and my life is actually greater than that skepticism. So I just paid my 149 and I come in. And I because it also says that it's 30 days money back guarantee, and also you were added into the private Facebook group where you can actually see real people, you know, sharing and also talking about their journey and their achievement and all that. That's when the moment I go into that group, that private group, right, it really opened my eyes. And I straight away knew that this is the one I want. And this is the one, my one way ticket to my financial freedom and to my life changing. I knew it at that moment. I did not think of anything. And I still remember I straight away booked my coaching call after watching the the webinar, I straight away booked my coaching call. And in fact, I even messaged and emailed the coach my, myself before she even messaged me. Because once, I mean, you really knew what you want, right? That's how you do it. So I got all these things done in just less than 3 days. And after joining this, what did I get? Is that I want to tell you, this is the how you say the the best gift and the best decision I have made for myself after all these years. Because why? I did not regret from day one until now, because I totally find back my time freedom. And what do I mean by time freedom is that, yeah, even though if I'm a home baker myself, I have the time freedom. I want to bake, I bake. I don't, then I don't. But the thing is, if there is people ordering, you cannot say you don't bake unless you really don't want the business, right? So you have to be there. And it's, a home baking is practically just like a brick and mortar business also, even though I don't have to open a shop, but yet I still have to be physically there to bake. Otherwise, who is going to bake? Nobody is going to bake, right? And how much I want to earn, I have to bake that much. And I have to put in that time. But in this online business, it's different. It's my time freedom. I can just spend 2 or 3 hours a day if I'm lazy. If I'm a little bit hardworking and pumped up, then I'll just work like 4 to 5 hours, and I can just work anytime. Not like in the middle of the night. Sometimes I can't sleep. I just come down here and then on my computer, and then people at the other side of the world, which are in this community, they are they are still online, and then I can still read their stories and chat with them if I have anything. But of course, in my baking, I can't. I can only do it in the morning or afternoon. Sometimes even if I do it at night, also it's quite difficult, because then I will be making noise, and then the neighbor wouldn't like it, because sometimes you have to mix things and all that, right? And I can only do it in my kitchen, right? Baking, I have to do it all those utensils and my oven and my mixer and all that. But with this business, I can bring it anywhere. I don't have to even have a laptop. Just my handphone will do. And what I love most is that I can easily just travel to anywhere. Like now, because I have 3 kids in KL, I can just visit them anytime I want, because I don't have to firstly apply leave from anybody, right? And my business is, I don't need a shop. I can just bring my handphone, and as long as I have Wi-Fi or my mobile data, I can start my business already. I can just check it anywhere. And yeah, I can also check it in the middle of the night, like I said, right? and and also even when I'm sleeping, when I'm not around, it still works in the background for me. That's the best part, right? For baking, I can't do that. I have to be there. Otherwise, who's gonna mix? Who's gonna knead the dough, right? So yeah, um, and also for this business, I don't have any deadlines to meet. I don't have any like how you say quotas and all that, because it's all at my own pace. And even at my own pace, it is still running. It's not like baking. If I do it at my own pace, fine. If I don't bake, then I don't get anything, right? But this one is that even if I don't work that day, that whole day, let's say I'm not feeling good, I'm not well, I can just sleep the whole day, but my business is still running at the back. This is the possibility of working online. It's really, really flexible. And yeah, of course, a lot of people would think that, yeah, it's so easy for you to say, right? Yes, but I would urge you to really look into it, because sometimes, don't just take what others say, because a lot of people actually outside there, they haven't tried it themselves, but they just tell you online, ayo, no lah, very scary, it scared me, right? Yeah, right. But if everybody says that and you listen to it, then you'll never know what is happening because they themselves didn't come in and find out. How do they know? They only tell you based on what they think it is. So don't bother. When you feel like your gut feeling is telling you to jump, even though it's scary, that is the right time for you to jump. Okay? Because like I also said before, there's no right time to come in. You know, the time is actually now because our world is already going into digitalization. Whether you like it or you don't, you have to either keep up or you'll be left behind. So instead of always being the consumer, right, paying money for it, why not you sit there and earn money online, right? Like those people did. All right. So tomorrow, I guess these are my a little sharing on my possibility for working online. Tomorrow, day 5, the topic will be me sharing my transformation since I joined this business. Definitely, I have a little bit to share because I did transform a lot since day one until now. I'm actually coming into 11 months now in this business, and I will share my transformation and hope I will be able to inspire you all right tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow at 9:30 same time, and I'll see you. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Good night.